you fell out of a tree and you hit your head pretty hard, right? Oh, does it hurt? You hit your head pretty hard right there. Do you remember what happened? I think there's a chance that you have special psychic abilities now because you fell on your head right there. So I'm gonna try and see maybe what happened or how you changed. So can you guess what the sponsor of this video is? Because this video is sponsored. Can you guess? Who sponsored this video? Can you guess I'm gonna tell you in 1, 2, 3, 4. This video is sponsored by Helix Sleep. As I record this, the cherry blossoms are in full bloom all over Portland, reminding me to open my windows, open my doors, and refresh my space. I've been reorganizing my bedsheet and pillow situation for spring, and if you too are thinking about how to refresh your sleep, then you'd better make sure your mattress is supporting you. Helix Sleep makes premium mattresses perfectly suited to your unique body type and sleep preferences. I think I'm coming up on 3 years now with this mattress, and I've only fallen more in love with it, or maybe addicted to it. It's just so comfy, and I have been sleeping so much better than I used to. In Helix's Whisper sleep study, 82% of participants saw an increase in their deep sleep cycle. I don't monitor my sleep like that with numbers and math, but the vibes of my sleep are heavily aligned with the vibes of that study. On their sleep quiz, I was matched with the Helix Midnight Luxe, which has been ranked as the best overall mattress according to both Forbes and Wired. I also have mine with the Glaciotex cooling cover, so I'm not concerned at all about the brighter, warmer days ahead. I know my bed will stay cool. And now I even know my head will stay cool because I've added the Helix Comfort Adjust cooling pillow to my pillow lineup. The cooling pillow uses Glaciotex heat-conductive fabric to help you sleep cool all night, and it also uses premium memory foam, which keeps its shape and feel over time. I have a feeling I'm going to be using this pillow for years to come. Drooling all over, my cat will be drooling all over it. I would never do such a thing. People talk a lot about how computer work or desk work can make your shoulders and neck sore, but for me personally, the much worse culprit is reading. After a long reading session, I'm so sore. But recently, I've been enjoying some reduced neck pain, stiffness, and soreness since using this pillow. Thank you to Helix Sleep for sponsoring, and please visit helixsleep.com/slightlysleepy to take advantage of their spring savings event and get 20% off site-wide. Were you able to guess the sponsor, or were you wrong? I'm trying to figure out what kind of special powers you got from falling out of the willow tree. Can you, do you think you could do me a favor and just pay attention while I whoop, 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 whoop. I'm just looking kind of in the little irises of your eyes, and I'm looking at the little lines inside of the irises of your eyes. Look at this hand back here. Look back here at this hand. Look back there. And I'm just gonna kind of move this around a little bit and look at your eyes. You know what I think will help? Is if you look through this prism, okay? Look through this prism, and I'm going to look very closely at your eyes. Just keep looking through the prism, and I'm going to look very, very, very closely at your eyes, okay? Try not to focus on anything in particular. Try to look at nothing in particular as I just look at the insides of your eyes. I'm kind of trying to see if they have any sort of spiritual energy. All of those little lights inside of your eyes, if there's anything special happening in there, or if it's just a normal eye. Does your eye just feel normal? That's very strange if you're psychic. If you're psychic from falling out of the tree, then I feel like it would be looking more special. Maybe I need to pop your eye. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna pop your eye right out of your head. That would be crazy, and I wouldn't ever do that. Let's see. Can you try and focus on this hand for me? And while you focus on this hand, I'm gonna just look kind of around these edges of your face. Just look around these edges of your face. And then focus on this hand. Focus on this hand back here. Okay, good. Alright, let me look very close inside of your ears. Let me look very close inside of your ear. And let me look very... Maybe you have like a sort of superpower of the ear. So I just want to like look really close inside of your ear. Look really close inside of your ear. Whenever you were in the tree at the park, you were reading this book. Do you remember reading this book? This is what was in your hand. I kind of just took it off of you. The book, not anything else. Just the book. I took the book. And I also took you. Isn't that fun? I also took you. I took you and your book because you fell out of the tree and hit your head right there, and it looked like it really hurt. I just didn't want I didn't want the hospital to get you, because if they knew that you fell out of the tree and gained psychic abilities, they might do experiments on you for the rest of your life, and I don't want you to be in that kind of situation. You know what I mean? That's like what that guy in X-Men, that's like what he was afraid of too, and I don't want that to happen to you. So I took you, but I do want to make sure that you that you develop whatever special abilities that you have from falling out of the tree. So this is what you were reading. It looks like it's like some kind of sticker book. It looks like it's some kind of sticker book. Do you read stickers? Do you read stickers? Is that what you were reading? Can you tell me what animal this is? Can you tell me what animal this is? What about this one? Now, what about this one? And can you say it in Spanish? Can you say it in Spanish? Can you say this animal? And what about this one? Maybe this one's a little bit easier. Maybe this one's a little bit easier. Can you say that in Spanish? I'm just trying to learn. I feel you have the vibes of someone who might speak Spanish, so I'm kind of just trying to learn what the animals are in Spanish, if you don't mind telling me. You don't know? I don't know why I thought that you might know. What about, do you speak Portuguese? Do you speak German? Italian? French? Dutch? Do you speak Cantonese? Do you speak English? Are you okay? Do you have a concussion? Maybe you just forgot how to speak Spanish because you got a concussion when you fell out of the tree. Maybe your superpower is not being able to speak Spanish. That's possible. Do you know what this is? Can you roll your tongue? Can you roll your tongue? Can you roll? Because that's important for speaking Spanish. Can you roll your tongue? Can you do it for me right now? Just roll your tongue. I'm gonna look at your tongue while you just... Can you just do that? A little bit of that? Or just try at least. Just try, and I'm gonna look at your tongue. Okay, now try to do it while I... Yeah, now you can't do it. You can't do it because I'm touching it, but can you just try anyway? Try anyway while I'm touching. That's pretty funny. Could you do me a favor and try to light this candle with your mind? all the way to this tippy top wick. All the way to that tippy top wick. Can you do me a favor and just try to light it with your mind? Just focus on it. Focus on it. Hey, you need to opt into this experiment. You fell out of a tree. Not just anyone falls out of a tree and hits their head. You could be discovering superpowers right now. Take this seriously and try to light this with your mind. Try to light it with your mind. Feel the flame of inspiration inside of you and direct it at the candle, okay? Just opt in to this experience and light this candle with your mind. I know you can do it. You just have to believe it enough. If you believe in it enough, it will happen, okay? I can't do it because I didn't fall out of a tree, but I know that you can. So just light this candle with your mind. Gosh dang it. Please. Please light this candle with your mind. For me, I saved you from falling out the tree. Can you say tree in Spanish? Okay, just try to light this candle with your mind. Try to light this spiral candle with your mind. Spiral candle with your mind. Keep trying. Keep trying. Keep trying. Light the candle with your mind. Okay, we can come back to that one. We can come back to that one. This is a tiny little piece of a keyboard. So I just want you to try and predict which one of these buttons I'm going to press. Okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Were you correct? Let's try again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Were you correct? Let's try again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Were you correct? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Were you correct? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to do this one more time. Can you guess which one I'm going to click? And I'm going to do it one more time. I just want you to guess which one I'm going to click. Okay, very good. Now I'm going to do it one more time. Just guess which one I'm going to click, okay? Just guess which one I'm going to click. Guess which one I'm going to click. Okay, now I'm going to click 2 in a row. I want you to guess which 2 I'm going to click in a row. Were you right? Because you fell out of a tree. So I think you might have psychic powers. Which one am I going to press? Which one am I going to press? Have you been correct? Have you been correct? Have you been correct? Okay, maybe if your psychic powers aren't developing yet, it's just because you haven't had like the right combination of stimulation, right? It's just because you haven't had the right combination of stimulation in order to activate your magical powers, okay? So let's do some little investigative tests, okay? Would that awaken something? Focus. Let the bubbles on your spirit. That was just one, which means it was extra powerful. How do you feel? Are you feeling something awakening? Something shining, shimmering, splendid? Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? Was it when you fell out of a tree? Oh, you don't want to be called princess? Okay. I'll call you tree. Tree faller. I want you to try and to stop the bubbles from popping whenever they hit you in the face, okay? Try to stop them. Just let them stick. Let the bubbles float towards you and stick to your face without popping. That would be a very cool psychic superpower special ability, I think. So just let the bubbles go towards you and stick to you instead of popping. I can see there's just a bubble stuck to you right there. You did it. I wonder if I could pop it because there's just a bubble that's stuck to you right there. Does it feel kind of tingly on your head because it's just a little magical bubble that's just sort of sticking right there? I wonder if I could pop it. I wonder if it would pop if I were to touch it and if it would just go, oh, it popped. That's crazy. Do that again. I see it. There's another bubble that's just stuck on you right there. That didn't pop. It's just stuck on you. It's right there. Does it feel a little bit cold on your skin where that bubble is big and round and just stuck right there and not popping? I wonder if it would. Can you try and make this one not pop? Because I wanna see what it's like to feel a bubble without it popping on me. Okay, so try and not let this one pop. Okay, try to keep this bubble. Oh. It just popped anyway. I guess you can't spread the superpower to me. I'm gonna put the cap back onto this little bear, okay? But at least now we've identified that maybe you have a psychic ability that stops bubbles from popping. You should try that with, like, housing and AI. I don't know, maybe some bubbles are better off popping. I don't mean that as an insult to your superpower, just as a sort of meta commentary on the nature of good and evil. Anyway, now that we've activated that, can you try again to light this? Light this with your mind. Light it with your mind. I'm gonna try and light it with my mind too. I'm gonna try and participate in this moment fully with you, okay? If we both focus on it, I think it's really possible that we make this candle come alive with our minds. I'm imagining it. Poof! Just poof! Flame, flame, flame. Gosh dang it, it's not working. Why aren't your magical powers working? Why can they only stop bubbles from popping? Maybe it's because we haven't found the right animal that you need to look at. Do you have anything memorized? That's another little test. I think that can be good for spotting people with really big brains. Do you have anything memorized? Like, I don't know, some kind of anthem or some kind of prayer or some excerpt or a favorite to quote, but you have to have it perfectly memorized and not like, oh, I remember someone said this kind of thing in general. Just like a couple lines that you have exactly memorized. Do you I'm keeping notes on all of my observances inside of my head. I have a big list of them now. I do, but I need to know if you have anything memorized. Okay, so whatever you have memorized, I want you to think of that while I blow bubbles in your face. Don't just think of it, I mean recite it, okay? It can be a prayer, it can be an anthem, it can be a line from a play. Just think of it, and every time that a bubble goes onto your face, I want you to think about the memory of that recitation going, and then you forget it, okay? Because we need to fill your brain with more important things. I kind of want you to forget that so that we can use your ability to memorize and make you memorize really, really actually important things. Not just stupid quotes from random philosophers, okay? So think of that, and we're gonna pop that memory. How's it going? And just like that, all those little memories go pop, 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 pop. And now we can make you memorize really very, very quite important things. Really very, very quite important things. Things like how to make a candle light with your mind. Actually, more importantly, you should be able to remember every species of animal. What kind of bird is this? What kind of bird? It's not fat. Don't say that's not a type of bird, first of all. And second of all, fat is relative, and this bird is actually very healthy. Okay? This bird is very, very healthy, even though it has some chub on it. And it doesn't really have chub on it. It's a bird. They're very lean. That's just the shape of its skeleton. I need you to reflect on how you judge other beings and their bodies, okay? Reflect. I get that you didn't realize that was a test. I didn't even realize it was a test either until you failed so horribly by calling this bird fat. Super incorrect of you. Okay, now what species is this bird? What species? You don't know. Okay. What species is this bear? What species is this bear? Grizzly. Very good. Okay, now I'm gonna think of a country in Africa, and I want you to try and guess which country I'm thinking about, okay? Try and guess. I'm thinking of one country in Africa. 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 Can you guess? Egypt. Were you correct? If you are, then you're psychic, because Africa's a very large continent with many countries. Okay, which one of these buttons am I gonna press? Which one of these buttons? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Were you correct? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3. I want you to guess correctly, okay? And I think the more time we spend together, the more you'll guess correctly. because, maybe your psychic abilities will really start to shine and manifest themselves whenever that bruise on your head has kind of healed a little bit more, whenever that bruise has healed. Because I know it's really it doesn't hurt too much when I touch it, right? Is it still pretty sensitive right there? I hope that it's not too sensitive whenever I touch right there. I can tell that you are still a little bit out of it from having fallen out of a tree, hit your head, gone unconscious, and waken up in a stranger's house whose life is sponsored somehow. I know that's probably a little bit confounding, confusing, but soon it will all be illuminated in due time, because you will awaken your psychic abilities and you'll be able to light this candle with your mind, and all will become clear, because there will now be light on the matter. Because once you can light the candle, you will be able to light all mysteries. I know this to be true because I have some psychic abilities of myself. And I just know that that's what's going to happen. As soon as you fell out of that tree, I knew that you belonged here. And that we could wake up your psychic abilities together, okay? I knew that it was possible. And we're going to keep working on it, one day at a time, one prediction at a time. What number am I thinking of between 1 and 10? What number am I thinking of between 1 and 10? Trick question. It's 24. Okay, now for real, between 1 and 10, what am I thinking of? What am I thinking of between 1 and 10? 4. You'll get there. Shh. Relax. When you wake up, I know for certain you'll be just a little bit more psychic,